Welcome to Everyday Off-Road. On this channel, we focus on anything that has to do with a Jeep, but primarily the TJ. We've been wheeling and building TJs for years and playing on the rocks and in the mud since we were old enough to walk. We don't just see building and wheeling Jeeps as a weekend hobby. For us, it's a lifelong passion. Again, on behalf of our Central Alabama-based wheeling group of Jeep and off-road enthusiasts, welcome to Everyday Off-Road. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's a quick one, probably going to be a little bit all over the place content-wise, but it is focusing on the TJ. Main topic is why am I dropping the suspension height on this thing way down, so stay tuned. So you guys may notice something's missing back here. It's rather large. It was circular and it mounted right here on the tailgate and hung way behind the Jeep. Yes, it was the spare tire. After Hot Springs, I'm not sure if you guys remember the footage trying to climb the wall at the end of Four Fingers. That spare was just starting to kind of get in my way. I was actually getting hung up on the bottom of the tire. It was hurting my departure angle. And we haven't been picking up a front tire as much as we did with the old lift kit on here with the linear rate springs, but having that much weight on that massive 37 1250 trail grappler hanging off the back of the Jeep was just really hurting our balance on this thing. So decided to get rid of it. I've obviously still got it. It'll get strapped to the trailer whenever we go wheel anywhere, especially far away places. We scrapped that. We swapped the rear bumper out. We no longer needed the high line. I don't know the weight of the high line off the top of my head, but it was pretty heavy just by itself. The bottom part of that bumper that held the swing out gate was pretty dang heavy, as in it almost took two people to get the thing on and off the Jeep. What we went with is a Barnes. It's their Low Pro series bumper. It came bare steel, painted it a nice satin black, as we do most of our stuff. The thing I really like about it is it's so slim. Barnes actually makes just a tailplate version. If you can see, this one kind of sticks out a little bit. I wanted something that resembled a bumper, but I didn't want much of a bumper. And it's got the tow hooks and everything. I left my reinforcement plates that tie into the frame on there, so you can actually make a recovery with this. So that's what we decided to do for the back. When we did all that, the rear of the Jeep actually came up probably close to an inch. So unlevel ground, but you can imagine the back of the Jeep was about an inch higher, and I just wasn't happy with the stance. So the final thing we did on this little project is go down rear spring height to 3-inch LJ springs, which work out to be about 3.25 to 3.5 inch for a TJ. Still rock jock. There's your part number. So as of right now, we are sitting on 4-inch front springs, 3-inch rear springs, but with a soft top and literally no weight back here. It's actually pretty dang level. Still a tad high in the back. Here's you another shot of it. It sits pretty level. High lines in the front obviously kind of throw you off, but again, this is 4-inch rock jock Curry springs in the front, 3-inch LJ springs in the rear, which sit slightly over 3 inches on a TJ due to the LJ having the extra tub and everything back here tend to sag a little more than TJs. So that's what we've got. I really like the Barnes bumper. To me, deleting the spare really shows off the best top. The Trek top with the slant back, it just really gives it a fastback look. So this is what we're going to be running for a while. I'm curious to try it out on the trail and see if I notice not having all the extra weight of the big old spare back here. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. Everybody's telling me to get a little tail plate to cover the vent and then move the tag up here. I don't know, I kind of like the tag where it is, but I may try it. Obviously just a looks thing, but the goal here is obviously keep our center of gravity very low. I think that's a step in the right direction. So We were on a 4.5-inch Rubicon Express, which actually sits high, probably closer to a 5-inch kit. And so in the rear, we've actually gone down almost 2 inches. In the front, we went down about 1 inch. So again, you may be wondering why on earth with a off-road Jeep would you be wanting to go down in lift size? It seems kind of counterintuitive, but when you think about it, we are going to Moab later this year. Out there, center of gravity is key. Everything you're doing, you are like 2 inches from rolling over on most of the difficult trails we plan on doing. I just want to keep the Jeep as low as possible. We've got a nice wide stance already, thankfully, due to the offset of the KMCs. So the thing's sitting about how I want it finally. We're going to Stony this next weekend. I'm curious, like I said, to see if I can actually tell a difference on the trail, not having the spare. I think I probably will. Again, we're on 3-inch LJ rear springs now, which is a good bit lower than the Jeep was with the spare on it. But when you took the spare off, the rear end came way up. That's how heavy the spare is. So again, center of gravity is really what we're shooting for here. With going to Moab later this year, a lot of that stuff is so steep. Approach, breakover, and departure angles are key. And then again, when you're on Pritchett Canyon on something that feels like you're almost vertical, the last thing I want is a big old spare behind me weighing the back end down, because my Jeep already tends to try to lift a front easier than I would like it to. So again, being on a short arm, especially, just really wanted to try to lower our center of gravity and yet not rub too bad with the 37s. I know we already rub in the rear just ever so slightly. I've actually ground some of that off, probably a 1/8 inch of material or so. Next week at Stony, like I said, should be a good trial run for us. I expect it to perform well. I'm excited to see what the new balance kind of feels like. I should have more weight center and forward, and that weight should be lower. Again, I just wanted to make a quick update. I posted some social media stuff about a week ago about the changes we made, trying to drop the center of gravity. So I want to give an update to the YouTube following, kind of tell you what's going on. So when you see we're not running a spare anymore, we changed bumpers, you'll kind of know what's up with that. Just trying something new, and hopefully it'll be a path forward for us as far as dropping our center of gravity down. So in other news, selling the hardtop. Yes, I've got a OEM khaki-ish tan color hardtop that came on the Jeep. It came with a hardtop, and I put the best top on it, just better suits our needs. So the hardtop is finally for sale. I've been stewing on it for probably a year now, selling the thing, because I don't ever plan on using it anymore. But with how rare those things are, once I sell this, you know, we'll likely never find another one, at least as in good of condition as this one is. It's flawless. All the glass works, rear wiper works, rear hatch opens and closes flawlessly. The thing's clean. I mean, it's got one little nick on the front left corner. I'll throw up some pictures here in case you're interested. You know, the more I look at this without a spare, the more I like it. It was weird at first because I've had a spare on here for almost 5 years, and it's been a 35 or a 37, so there's your update on why the back of the Jeep looks so bare now. Hopefully at Stony this next Saturday, we can test the new weight balance out, see what it feels like up on a steep spot. Maybe it will help us not lift a tire as easy. I guess we'll find out. Another thing I thought I'd hit on real quick in this video, since we're already all over the place, check out these new best top uppers for the half doors. They seal so good compared to the Smitty builts we had. Driver's side's even better. Check this out. Perfect match, obviously black diamond, because that's what our top is. So black diamond best top uppers. We don't make tinted ones, that's okay. But man, they look great. really set off the half doors to me. I kind of like the look of the half doors with the uppers on. It's kind of that old school TJ look. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I know this was a short one. We'll be coming at you with a video from the Stony footage this next Saturday. Got a lot of new guys coming with us. We'll have a pretty big group. Should be an awesome day out. It's been raining a lot, really cold. It's supposed to warm up some this week and dry out, so hopefully the trails are nice. Plenty of footage of the TJ coming for you still, so stick around. Thanks for watching. This has been Everyday Off-Road.